Hi, it's Naomi back with another vlog for you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about I'll Be Gone in the Dark by Michelle McNamara. This book fits into the true crime genre. It's essentially one woman's quest for the identity of the Golden State Killer. There are some unusual circumstances surrounding the book, as the author died before the work could be completed. So her friends and family and researchers got together and completed the book for her. The foreword is by the author of Gone Girl, Gillian Flynn, and the afterword is by Michelle's husband, the actor Patton Oswalt. Just a quick kind of note on their relationship. She speaks a fair bit about her marriage in the book and the kind of juxtaposition between their two different lifestyles. On one hand, you have Patton Oswalt with the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and premieres, and on the other hand, you have Michelle, who writes about these, really graphic, dark side of humanity, true crime cases. I noticed when I first started recommending the book and talking about it that I kept referring to the author by her first name. I think that's because you get a sense that you really know her. It's a testament to how well put together the book is. As much as this book is an investigation into the Golden State Killer, it's also partially a biography of Michelle McNamara herself. You feel like you know so much more about her after reading this. All of her family and friendships, are in here, and also even the relationships she had with the retired detectives who she called up to get more information about the case. That's what makes this book so much more than your standard true crime title. There's a lot kind of deeper levels to it. Michelle talks about having an interest in true crime from an early age. She details her own first experience with violent crime. She used to run a true crime blog, but the case that she really latched onto was that of the Golden State Killer. He was a offender who started off as a prowler or a peeping Tom, and then his crimes escalated to rape and finally murder. These crimes she details. Although she's very honest about what happened, she deals with it quite sensitively as well. Obviously, she maintains the anonymity of anyone who wished to remain anonymous, but at the same time, she gives you a real feel for the fear in the community at the time, and also the general feel in America at that point. She shows us that at that point America was going through a wave of violence. It's the post-Vietnam War. Taxi Driver was the movie that everyone was talking about at the time. That people sort of lived in fear a little bit, and particularly in this area of California. She said that there was guns were getting sold at an alarming rate. People were putting tambourines and wind chimes all over their windows and doors so that hopefully the offender couldn't get into their home at night. Couples slept in shifts because this offender was so indiscriminate. He didn't care if he was attacking couples or single people. He was so cocky that he even attacked homes where people had already started to phone the police. So that just gives you an idea for how frightening the time must have been for the local residents. I think she transmits that state of fear really well. You feel Michelle's sense of dogged determination as every lead that she's investigating runs cold. She's just not going to let this go. She's going to keep on trying. She's going to keep on trying to crack this case. And she even goes to the effort of collecting 30-odd boxes of police files from the local police department. She phones up detectives who have since retired, who worked the case originally, because she knows they're just as haunted by the case as she is. Another unique thing about my experience reading this book is that they actually caught the Golden State Killer whilst I was reading it. They actually have a DNA match for the suspect, so it's really looking like it definitely is him. The police actually credited I'll Be Gone in the Dark with keeping the case in the public mind, helping get more information out there, more public awareness. So that's been a really great testament to Michelle's work. so many of the things that she mentions in the book actually come together when you know the identity of the killer. So many small bits of information that she thought were important have actually turned out to be. So again, testament to her work and her work ethic. As I've said, it was a really unique experience reading this book, just because of some of the circumstances surrounding it. And I think obviously with the case being ongoing against the suspect they have a DNA match for, there's going to be a lot more about this case in the next couple of years. So I would recommend that anyone who's interested in kind of a topical issue like that, pick it up. It is a very sophisticated true crime novel. I would say it's going to end up there with In Cold Blood's A Stranger Beside Me as one of those true crime classics. I'm really glad that I sat down to read it. It did leave a kind of a permanent mark on me in some ways, because I don't think I'm the first reviewer to say that it actually made me a bit afraid for my own personal safety. I don't really feel comfortable sleeping with a window open now. That's the level of detail. Anyone who is interested in the crime genre, true crime, anyone who just likes to kind of follow things that are going on in the media, this is a fantastic book. And although I'm sorry that Michelle McNamara is not around to see the success of her book, I think she would be so happy that finally this man that she's been chasing the ghost of for years has been caught. And she even says in her book that she doesn't care who catches him as long as someone does. She didn't want to be the star. She just wanted justice for his victims. And I think that this book is such a success that it'll be remembered for a long time to come. I would honestly recommend it far and wide. So thank you very much for listening to me talk about this today. If you want to hear more from me, more from the other vloggers, please do subscribe to our channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.